I want to say I have this very good vitamin that I heard that helped many people who didn't walk, and now they could walk, or they were very in pain, and now they're in pain free. Oh wow, how much is it? Oh, $4.99 a month. Oh, I get $4 or $5 a month. $499 a month. Oh, yeah, I'll pass. So what's more important, your wallet or your health? Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel, and today I want to talk about the expenses of when you enter the wheelchair life. You don't realize how expensive this life actually is, and hopefully where you live, insurance will cover a lot of the medical equipment, but sometimes they actually don't, and so sometimes things have to come out of pocket and you're just like, where do I get the money? And basically, like I said in my previous video, for those of us who are in the wheel world, we didn't ask for this lifestyle, and we didn't realize how expensive this is, and we had no say on what has happened. So I can tell you from my personal experience, I had no idea how expensive this life was. I just thought, get a wheelchair, you live your life. If only I could say that was actually true. I think a lot of people would just think you just can't walk and end of story. There's a lot of other medical complications. For those of you who are new to my channel, I do deal with a neuromuscular condition called Friedreich Ataxia, and what it is, it causes damage in my nerves, my muscles, and my spinal cord. And when I was 19, that's when my wheelchair life began. So that's like a brief summary of what I explained what Friedreich Ataxia is. It does affect more. Friedreich Ataxia is a genetic disorder. I forgot to mention that. So I do have 6 older siblings who do not have Friedreich Ataxia, and only I have Friedreich Ataxia. And another question that a frequently asked question is, was I actually born with this? And I would say yes, I was, but it wasn't until I was 12 years old until it was fully activated. And then from there it kind of progressed, and then by the age of 19, that's when my legs just gave up, and now I'm in the wheelchair. Now in the wheelchair world. So growing up, you're like, so people were actually surprised that I do have six siblings who do not have Friedreich Ataxia. I know it's common for siblings to have it, not just one, but it does. I've seen families where 2 out of 3 kids have it, or 2 out of 2, or 3 out of 5. So I have seen siblings have had Friedreich Ataxia because it is genetic. So I believe it goes like when each parent carries the gene of Friedreich Ataxia, your child could either inherit the disease or kind of be a carrier. For me, I was the only one that carried both sides of the gene. So when I was when I entered the wheelchair world, I was like manual wheelchairs. I didn't like realize. Like I thought it was like $400 to get a wheelchair, or I thought I would just get a hospital wheelchair and just continue on life. I didn't realize there was actually custom wheelchairs. Like I didn't know any of this stuff. So when I did go to physical therapy, so they kind of recommended me a wheelchair. So I was 18. I think I was 18 at the time. And so like by the time it does take a process like 4 to 6 months to actually receive your wheelchair. So I was 19 when I got the wheelchair, but then slowly but surely I just kept relying on the wheelchair and decided the wheel life is now my life. Yeah, so like entering this wheelchair life, I didn't realize how much wheelchairs actually cost. They cost around like 2 to 6, 7 grand. Depends on the features you get in the chair, but for most insurances will cover the cheapest wheelchair. That's just how insurance works. And sometimes they have to fight like to get better quality for your wheelchairs, so you would have to discuss with you and the insurance company. For the most case, they do cover the minimum, and a lot of stuff has to come out of pocket. If you want to upgrade your chair, for instance, my manual wheelchair came with solid filled tires, and it wasn't bad. But I did want to go through with the air-filled tires, considering that's more lighter weight, and I also went with the natural push hand rinse, which insurance didn't cover, so I just did everything out of pocket with it, and it wasn't cheap. And so when I bought like new tires and new push rims, so I would say like anybody who uses a manual wheelchair and you get new tires, just go to your local bike shop and they do it for you and they install it. They like wheelchair tires are just kind of like bike tires. I think the only difference is bike tires are like much bigger than wheelchair tires, and bike tires are much cheaper than wheelchair tires, but they're kind of like the same thing. Like custom electric wheelchairs range from 20 grand to 50. I might be wrong in that area, considering I never had an electric wheelchair. But I know they're much more pricier than manual wheelchair. So they do a lot of advanced things to their chair. Yeah, so for I tried many diets out there and tried different supplements, tried different clinical trials, tried different I don't even know what I tried, vitamins. But I firmly believe if it's meant to be, it's gonna be. And if God wanted me in this wheelchair, then so be it. I believe if God wanted me in this position, this is where I'm gonna be, and still praise Him in the meantime. Alright, that's all I have for today, and please leave your comments, like, and subscribe, and I will see you later. Bye.